No, I'm going to pick you, Honorable colleagues. Yes, please, Honorable Kajwengye.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you so much. I have listened to the Minister of Agriculture. A very good statement, but I'm at pains. I also acknowledge that the team at MAIF is doing a great job. However, I come here with a heavy laden heart. My constituents, the people of Nyabushozi, who are now under a quarantine restriction, who cannot sell anything, who depend 99% on the cattle, who next week are supposed to take their children to school. They cannot sell their milk, they cannot service their loans, they cannot get treated, they can't even treat the sick animals. Just because somebody, the minister, named the commander of the disease by a stroke of a pen, imposed a quarantine restriction. And why a quarantine restriction? For a disease, a viral disease that can be eradicated. Right Honorable Speaker, this country, under the NRM leadership, has eradicated diseases. Why on earth can't we eradicate FMD? Yet the livestock subsector contributes significantly to our national budget. Is it poor planning? Is it poor budgeting? I want to attribute it to poor planning. I'm sorry for that. Let me say this. The statement clearly says the vaccine costs $2. But treating a sick cow is $20. It's more expensive tenfold. So why can't we have sufficient vaccine vials in the country? Two, let me say this, Right Honorable Speaker. Amazingly, our farmers buy more expensive vaccines on their own. They buy injectables on their own, more expensive than FMD vaccine. If, let me state, the Ministry of Agriculture cannot procure sufficient doses to cover the national herd, get out of business. Let the farmers, let the cattle keepers, let the cooperatives purchase these vials. The government and all governments worldwide know what they do best: regulation. Regulate the importation, regulate safekeeping, regulate vaccine exercise. But let these vaccination be sufficient and available on the market. Or allow farmer cooperatives like I have in Nyabushozi. Farmers have grouped themselves in cooperatives. They have the necessary resources. It requires them to have fridges, require them to have all the necessary facilities to keep vaccines, but allow them to procure vaccines on their own. Right Honorable Speaker, ring vaccination is a lazy policy. It's a completely lazy policy. Why? It comes after outbreak. Vaccination, or what you can call inoculation, comes before the disease outbreak. So why do we wait for the disease to come, then we go for vaccination? That is treatment. Let's have a biannual vaccination of 6 months, twice a year, and complete the process. What do we do? Honorable Minister, you mentioned it. Next week, the whole country, Right Honorable Speaker, the schools are opening. What are we going to do with our children? What are people going to eat? What are we going to use to treat our animals?
Yeah, but Honorable,
and the government is here?
Honorable Kajwengye,
Yes.
are you saying you want